Hello and good morning. You're watching News 9. First up, Narendra Modi is all set to stake claim to form the government today. The Prime Minister-elect will meet Pranab Mukherjee at 2:30 p.m. Modi, who will be formally elected as the leader of the BJP Parliamentary Party and the NDA coalition leader, will meet Pranab Mukherjee soon after to stake claim. The 63-year-old Prime Minister-to-be will meet the President in the company of NDA leaders after his election. Modi is likely to be sworn in by the weekend. Well, let's not forget that Narendra Modi will be meeting the President today and staking claim to form the government. Modi, who has been holding a series of talks with his close confidants, has been deciding upon his cabinet. It is also expected that Narendra Modi will be taking oath anywhere after the 21st of May. It is expected to be the 24th. However, the date has not been finalized by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Narendra Modi will be elected as the NDA leader today, but however he keeps his cabinet very close to his chest, does not reveal the names as yet. We can expect probably the names to be revealed by the end of the day, at least after the parliamentary party meeting is over. Well, Narendra Modi will meet the President in the company of NDA leaders after his election, and he is likely to be sworn in by the weekend. Although the Prime Minister designate has been hearing everyone's views and opinions, with people coming in from different parts of the country to lobby for a cabinet berth, has gone on to state, has in fact not gone on to reveal any of the details of his meetings. Instead, Narendra Modi has kept his cards very close to his chest, and today he will be holding the BJP Parliamentary Party meeting as well as meeting the President for the same. Well, let's also not forget that Sushma Swaraj had raised many eyebrows within the BJP when she said that she does not want to be part of the cabinet of Narendra Modi. However, later she went on to state, it was reported at least, that she wanted one of the top 4 plum portfolios for herself. She has reportedly conveyed her readiness to work in a respectable position in the team, and she's also tipped off to be one of the 4 top ministers in the next government. But considering her tense relationship with Narendra Modi, it is being said that maybe Sushma Swaraj might get the External Affairs Ministry, which by the way is extremely crucial for the Prime Minister designate, considering his controversial relations with the West so far. However, the US too has extended a friendly hand to Narendra Modi soon after he was chosen as the Prime Minister of the country by a mandate of 336 seats. We are seeing a series of leaders coming into Delhi to lobby for a cabinet berth, but today Narendra Modi will be staking claim to form the government before the President. And moving on now, the house in which Ramya stayed before the elections is now being blamed for her loss in the elections, courtesy the Vastu of the house. Interestingly, this house is the same that was hired by the former Chief Minister S.M. Krishna when he contested elections and lost it. So is the house jinxed?
After Ramya won the by-elections last year, she was staying put in her own house, not taking the risk of renting a house in Mandya. After some days, she did rent out one after she was forced to stay in her constituency. This hired house is situated near VV Stadium in Vidyanagara, owned by Saadat Ali Khan. On the 15th of November last year, a housewarming ceremony was also held. She entered the house at 8:30 in the evening. When media men sought some details from her, she shooed them away, saying it was not a housewarming ceremony. An interesting point to note here is that the owner of the house, Saadat Ali Khan, has also contested the elections twice earlier and lost on both occasions. This house certainly appears to be jinxed. Leaders like S.M. Krishna and Saukar Chennaiya too had hired this house, making it the center of hectic political activities, ultimately losing the elections. When Ramya hired this house, it is said astrologers warned her not to do so, as there was a huge empty space in front of the house, which as per the astrologers was a bad omen.
ರಮ್ಯಾರು ಏನು ವಾಸ ಇದ್ರು ಈ ಮನೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಬಾರಿ ವಿಧಾನಸಭಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಿಸಿ ಸೋಲನ್ನು ಕಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಾದತ್ ಅಲಿ ಖಾನ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಸಾದತ್ ಅಲಿ ಖಾನ್ ಅವರು ಈ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಬಾರಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಗೆಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅನಂತರ ಅವರು ಚನ್ನಪಟ್ಟಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತು ಗೆದ್ದರು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿಂದ. ಮತ್ತು ಇದೇ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ಸು ಕಾರ್ಯಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ಎಸ್.ಎಂ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್.ಎಂ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಸೋಲನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸಿದರು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸಾವುಕಾರ ಚೆನ್ನಯ್ಯನವರು ಮತ್ತು ಕೆ.ವಿ. ಶಂಕರೇಗೌಡರು ಕೂಡ ಕಾರ್ಯಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಡೆದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಸೋಲನ್ನು ಕಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕೂಡ ರಮ್ಯಾರವರು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಮನೆಗೆ ವಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರು. ರಮ್ಯಾವರು ಕೂಡ ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೆ ಬದಲೇ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವು ಜ್ಯೋತಿಷಿಗಳು ಈ ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಆಟದ ಮೈದಾನ ಇದೆ, ಆಟದ ಮೈದಾನ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಮನೆನ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಆಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವು ಸಾಮಗ್ರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ತಂದಂಥ ಕೆಲವು ಸಾಮಗ್ರಿಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಸಾಗಾಣಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರ ತಾಯಿ. ಅನಂತರ ರಮ್ಯಾರವರು ಏನು ಈಗ ಸೋಲನ್ನು ಕಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಅವರು ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಏನು ಕೆಲವು ಸಾಮಾನುಗಳಿದ್ದೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
This house owned by Sadat Ali Khan was built by his father Sana Khan 50 years ago. Built on 9,200 square feet of land, the house has 4 expansive rooms on the ground floor and 3 on the first floor. It also has broad spaces to park cars and tall compounds facing north. But did Ramya lose because of the Vastu problem of this house? If that were true, why did she win the by-elections? Another stat that you should focus on is though she lost these elections, she has procured more votes than she did in the by-elections.
ವಾಸ್ತು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನೋ ಕಳೆದ 5-6 ಚುನಾವಣೆಗಳಿಂದಲೂ ಕೆ.ವಿ. ಶಂಕರೇಗೌಡರು ಹಾಗೂ ಸಾದತ್ ಅಲಿ ಖಾನ್ ಅವರು ಸುಮಾರು ರಾಜಕೀಯ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳು ಈ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಕಾರಣವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರೂ ಉನ್ನತ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಾಸ್ತವವನ್ನು JDSನವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊತೀರಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊತೀರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಮನೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಮನೇಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಾರು ಇದ್ದು ವಾಸಿಸ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಕಳೆದ ಬಾರಿಗಿಂತಲೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮತವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಏಕಾಏಕಿ ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಂಡ್ಯ ಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಬೇಡ ಅನ್ನೋತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿರ್ಧಾರಗಳಾಗ್ತವೆ.
All said and done, the stigma can never be erased. It is common belief among people that it is the Vastu of the house that defeated the actor turned politician, and the winning party JDS can only smile wide at this. Ravi Lalipalya, News9, Mandya.
And well, the Chief Minister and his cabinet might be boasting about their achievements in the past 1 year, but seem to have forgotten their biggest failure in the last 1 year as well.
Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has completed 1 year in office, and he boasted about the achievements of his government during this tenure. He seems to have forgotten about his biggest promise. Yes, his promise of completing the Arkavati allocation process. As soon as he took over as Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah promised to solve the long-standing Arkavati problem. The state government had also assured that the allocation and registration process would be completed by the end of March. The reality is different. Only a handful of people have got allocation letters, and even a lesser number have got their sites registered. There are hundreds still waiting for the promised piece of land. The Arkavati Layout Allottees Association has already sent several mails to the Chief Minister asking him to keep his promise. Sir, all your assurance and promises in the manifesto and the assembly might have been fulfilled, except one, that is Arkavati Layout formation. Your commitment to give possession of sites by March 2014 has failed. A lot of questions are to be answered. When will all the contractors of BDA start the layout formation work in all the blocks? When will the registration start for allottees? Will the allottees get a direct sale deed, as it's already 8 years since allottees have made payment? By when will all the basic amenities be provided? Why is the legal section at BDA so slow in removing stay orders, and why is it not able to stop new stay orders? If the stay orders continue to come, then forming the layout will become difficult. Why is the land acquisition office in BDA not able to protect their own acquired land? We appeal to your good self to honor your commitment to give possession of 8,813 sites to all allotted allottees in the stipulated time frame. appoint a Lokayukta CBI inquiry in deletion and denotification of land in Arkavati layout. The BDA, which is taking its own sweet time to complete the process, now claims that it will need another 3 months to finish the allocation and registration process.
4,500 ಅಷ್ಟು ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸ್ ನಾವು ಗ್ರಹಿಸಿದಷ್ಟು ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಮ್ 200 to 250 ಸೈಟ್ ಪರ್ ವೀಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಪೀಡಪ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದ ಕಾರಣ ನಾವು ಡಿಮಾಲಿಷನ್ ಡ್ರೈವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಲೋ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆವು. ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಬಾರದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕಂಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 3 ಮಂತ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಆ ಥರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ವೀಕ್ಲಿಯೇ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆದಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
We only hope that somebody reminds the Chief Minister of his promise and this long pending issue is solved before the government completes 2 years in office. Harish Upadhyay, News9, Bengaluru.
Well, sugarcane growers in Belagavi district have been fighting to get 2,500 rupees per ton support price for their produce. Despite the government stipulation, sugar factory owners are not ready to pay them.
It has been a while since the state government stipulated 2,500 rupees as support price for a ton of sugarcane. Owners of sugar factories in Belagavi are in no mood to pay the amount. It's not just the owners of Belagavi alone, but owners of factories in northern Karnataka who are refusing to pay. The government is contemplating action against these owners for defying its order. District administration has issued notices to all the factories. The farmers held a meeting today under the leadership of K. Shantakumar, passed a resolution to stage protest in front of the house of respective district in charge ministers.
ಹಣವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ತತ್ಕ್ಷಣ ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದಲೇ ಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಒತ್ತಾಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಬಾಕಿ ಹಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ರೈತರೇ ಕಾರ್ಖಾನೆಗಳ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ಮೊಕದ್ದಮೆಯನ್ನು ಹೂಡುವಂತೆ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಕರೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
About 20 Belagavi-based sugar factories have not paid the stipulated amount to farmers. They have paid just 1,800 to 2,000 rupees per ton to farmers. Collectively, these factories owe a whopping 977 crore rupees. It has also come to light that sugar factories in Gulbarga, Bagalkot, Bijapur, Gadag, Mandya, Bellary, Hassan and Shimoga owe massive sums to farmers of those districts.
ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇನ್ನಾದರೂ ಎಚ್ಚೆತ್ತುಕೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು ರೈತ ಬೀದಿ ಪಾಲಾಗ್ಯಾನ. ಈ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಯ ಮಾಡಲಾರ್ದ ಬೇಗನೆ ತತ್ಕ್ಷಣ 29ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿನ ಗಡುವಿನ ಒಳಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಬಾಕಿ ಹಣವನ್ನು 3,500 ಕೋಟಿ ಬಾಕಿ ಹಣವನ್ನು ಪಾವತಿಸುವಂತೆ ಕ್ರಮ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲದ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಉಸ್ತುವಾರಿ ಸಚಿವರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಶಾಸಕರ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿರಂತರ ಧರಣಿ ಸತ್ಯಾಗ್ರಹವನ್ನು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ.
The sugar companies of Karnataka have taken 1,070 crores of interest-free loans from the central government. They also have provision of 100 rupees per ton tax waiver. The existing rate per quintal of sugar in the market is 3,200 rupees. Despite availing these benefits, sugar factory owners are unwilling to pay the support price to farmers. This has enraged farmers and they have warned of an intense protest 29th May to get their dues. Shrikant Kubbakaddi for News 9.